Are you funding an investment property and thinking about a cross-collateralisation loan? In today's video, we're going to go through the process, the pros and cons, and help you determine whether it's the right option for you. Let's dive in. Starting with the basics, what is cross-collateralisation? When you're using equity in a property to purchase a new home, there are two ways that the loan can be set up, by a bank or a broker, and that's a standalone or a cross-collateralised. A standalone structure is when a loan is secured by a single property. Cross-collateralisation or cross-securitisation is when a loan is secured by two or more properties. If you're borrowing from the same lender to purchase an investment property using your existing equity, often the lender will cross-secure your properties without you even knowing. To determine if your loan is cross-securitised, check the details in your loan contract or phone your lender. Let's say you have a home that's worth $1 million and you have a $600,000 loan left owing on the property. You'd like to purchase a new investment property worth $600,000, so you need to borrow an additional $620,000 to cover the purchase price and additional costs. In a standalone structure, you could release $200,000 in equity that is secured to the owner-occupied property as a sufficient deposit to purchase your investment property. Then a new loan of $420,000 will be required to be secured to your new investment purchase. So these two loans will be secured by different properties. Now, in the case of a cross-collateralised loan, the $620,000 loan amount that's needed to purchase the new investment property would be secured to the investment purchase and your owner-occupied property. Cross-collateralisation can be a complex process, but might be appealing to some investors, especially if they're planning on keeping the property for a long period of time. Now, there are some benefits to cross-securing your properties. For instance, it allows you to quickly gain access to your equity without needing to wait to save up the deposit. By having your loans with the same lender, it might be easier to manage all of your accounts and fees in the one place. You might also be able to negotiate lower rates if you have a larger loan amount with the same lender. But these benefits might be outweighed with the risks that are involved. The first drawback of cross-collateralisation is the loss of flexibility. As the properties in your portfolio are linked, if one property significantly goes up in value and another significantly decreases in value, then the net effect of the total value could be zero. This means that the equity in the property that appreciated in value is no longer accessible to you, as the overall equity in the portfolio did not increase in value. This problem would have been mitigated if you had a standalone loan. The second drawback is the loss of control of your assets. When you cross-collateralise your properties, if you decide to sell one of your properties, your lender can dictate the sale condition and where the sale proceeds are directed. They may require you to direct the profits to repay an existing loan. If you fall behind on your repayments or default on your mortgage, your lender has the right to take possession of all or any homes that are secured to that loan, and this puts your portfolio at risk. The third drawback, it might be difficult and costly to refinance. It's difficult to refinance to a different lender due to much higher establishment fees and exit fees, especially if there are fixed loans involved. It can be complex to change the cross-collateralisation structure. When possible, all the properties in the portfolio will need to be revalued, not just one. This is for the bank to determine its risk exposure with the remaining properties. This can be costly and time-consuming. There's also a risk that the bank's valuation will come back lower, which will stop the refinance in its tracks. As you can see, cross-securitisation exposes investors to lots of risks, which is why standalone loans are usually the preferred method. To better understand whether you should cross-collateralise if you are purchasing an investment property, you should seek advice from a financial specialist before making any decisions. Lending can help you navigate this process and understand the options that might be best for you. Our online home loan platform compares rates from over 35 different banks and lenders. We also have a team of home loan specialists that are on hand to help you every step of the way. So that's it, guys, the basics of cross-collateralisation. If you're already in the process of purchasing an investment property, check out our video here, where we reveal 3 common home loan mistakes and how you can avoid them. I'll see you there in a sec.